You are now listening to the Mayor's Office, where your hosts Adriel and the Mayor talk about sports, music, life, and everything in between. Let's get started.
Oh, that's a crazy one. That was a crazy one.
Y'all tune into that top 5 when you all get a chance, please.
Oh my God. You know, when I walked in here, I felt immediately underdressed because not only is Ralph wearing a shirt with buttons, but all the buttons are buttoned.
All right, so if it wasn't for the chain, I was thinking about this when I was at home because I don't like to button all the buttons, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, with the chain, I can't have the button out like Fonzie. You know what I mean? So I had to keep it together, like so. More of like a chico. You know what I'm feeling? That's what I'm feeling today. Like West Los Angeles. Yeah.
That's the drop we need to get together.
There we go.
Episode 28.
Yes, sir.
Mayor's Office Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, AdrielSmiley.com. Adriel Smiley Official, aka The Godfather.
New year, new Adriel.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So we're walking into this year with the same Adriel.
You know, I've had the same resolutions for the past 6 years, and I don't know if that means that I'm doing a bad job with them, or that I'm just consistent.
Maybe you have high standards for yourself.
I like that. I like that. Gotta set the bar high.
Episode 28, you already know what it is. It's Ralph, aka the Mayor, aka the Last Airbender, aka Peso Poppy. And we're reporting here live in 1990 studios. We couldn't do it without you, baby. Chris, Stacks, holla at them.
Hey, we're here for the Mayor's Office, man. Stacks Edwards in the building. Happy to be here. Kick off the new year. First pod of the Mayor's Office in 2023. And
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I too didn't come dressed as well as Ralph, but you know.
Yo, you guys are gonna make a black man blush.
Hey.
Shit. I'm not one for the outfits. It was to the point that I got my last year's Christmas gift, not 2022, 2021, when I was with my ex, R.I.P. to her. She got me a one of those clothing like subscriptions. Oh. So it comes with like a box with a bunch of clothes in it, right? Because I'm comfortable, bro.
Yeah.
I've said this on multiple podcast episodes. I'll pull up sweatpants.
It's on TikTok, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll pull up casual wear, but I'm going to try to step my game up 2023. I'm going to be on the market a little bit. You feel me? So I got to step up. I'm on camera a lot. I'm with the homies. So
New Year, new Ralph.
New year, new Adriel.
Listen, I got to say this. The same resolutions I've always had every year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing them back this year, but I added something to them. So a little bit of something new. But I think that if it's going to be a Ralph getting dressed up for the pod type of year, you gotta send me some kind of like.
Hey, y'all don't get used to this, please.
Nah, please in the comments. And I need you to like what's it called? Peer pressure Ralph into wearing a button up every single podcast.
You know what I'll tell y'all for real? This year is gonna be my biggest year in terms of posting on social media. Myself, the pod, pictures. I'm touching road. I'm doing everything, and I've anticipated that for myself. Relationship or no relationship, whatever my situation will be, I am posting more this year. That's one of my resolutions.
And you know Ralph is A1 with the thirst traps. I know you've seen his Stacks Edwards.
Yo, hey man, well, you know, you go to the gym and stuff.
You know that look he was giving to the camera, like you can see who's behind there.
Yo, and when in doubt, post the dog.
Hey man, blue, steel, and dog. It works.
Blue, steel, and dog. No, the dog is undefeated, honestly. The dog is undefeated. Even my brother's
highest
dog.
engagement.
Oh, of course, man. Any chance you have, just slip it in.
You want to hit the algorithm, post the dog.
Yo, we should probably just bring the dog to the podcast.
Oh, she's gonna come one episode for sure.
Hell yeah. Tell her to pull up.
Yeah, you said this year, single or not, you're gonna be posting.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how that development goes and how people start reacting to that.
For sure.
Seeing Ralph the social media.
We'll see. You know,
posting more.
Chill.
Content king.
Relax.
Yeah, there you go.
Relax.
Yeah, before we continue, content rankings. Yeah, let's get the content rankings.
Yeah.
Who's number one right now?
Stack's been posting some good TikToks. Y'all go check that out.
With John. Shout out to John.
Yes. Yeah, John. I did that a while ago, but had to finally got that uploaded. Got a few clips done.
Yeah.
You know, heavy in the subtitle game.
We had the last podcast.
The last podcast. Shout outs to Ranger. Shout outs to Hong Shing. You feel me? Got a lot of good posts out of that for sure. And you got the Colton interview.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
This is turning into a circle jerk right now. But
I know. I just want to say,
congratulate each other.
oh, Chris, you got this.
You're great.
Thank you.
And when you walk up those stairs, I can see you're getting shape. Like, but I think the actual rankings would have to be Chris number 1.
I feel Chris number 1,
Ralph number 2, and I'll be in that third spot.
All right. But
I'll be
we
the J.
record
Cole.
every 2 weeks, so Adriel, you have a lot of time.
Next time we record, I think I'll be number 1. I have some stuff coming up.
You got some stuff in the damn.
There you go. There you go.
Now I gotta record. That's crazy. Yo, it's funny how men compliment each other. Yo.
Mhm.
We compliment each other in such like passive ways, but it's still very positive.
Yes.
Right? I've noticed that not as much with the opposite sex,
Mhm.
but I'll say with us as men, we say some lighthearted but nice things to each other. Yo,
Yeah.
man, I've been seeing what you're doing, bro.
It's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
It's like, nice enough, but like doesn't really give you a lot to work with.
I'm trying to be like you.
Kind of vague.
The be like you is pretty crazy. That's that. If I say that to someone, I hate your guts.
Oh,
like,
man.
like if I say I'm trying to be like you, it's like
Yeah.
probably.
I definitely
not.
got a few of those out of
Nah.
there. So there's a couple niggas that I hate their guts.
And no, and the be like you when it comes to you, it's someone who's definitely jealous.
Yeah.
they got a whole document in their
I'm trying to be like you. I see what you're doing out here. No, stop seeing what I'm
like
doing.
you're in construction. We're very different people.
Facts.
Nah, but I wanted to talk about some of the women that you've been meeting because I feel like this. That post everyone had cutting everyone off end of the year. All these people. The new year is a time to reevaluate your roster.
Yeah.
So you've been running into some very particular type of woman. Tell us about that.
So overall, like I've been pretty transparent with the overall dating process that I've been participating in so far these last few months. I don't feel I'm in that place right now that dating's just for me. I feel like even when I do meet somebody, I don't give them the time that person probably deserves. And a lot of people that I do meet, I run into individual issues with like certain things, like certain lifestyle choices that's not wrong, but it doesn't agree with me. So one in particular, I ran into a woman a few months ago, knew her for a little while and whatever, but I never really indulged in conversation like too deep with her. So we go out and everything, vibes are good. We're on the phone one day and she says, "Hey, look, I'm celibate. And I just want to let you know, I want to get that out there because like a lot of guys tend to make a decision after that." Excuse me. So that's absolutely fair. I can't knock your decision for what you want to do with your body. I can't hate on the fact that you're celibate. But at the same time, that's not for me.
Okay.
So we had that conversation. Everything's cool. We're still friends. Vibes or whatever. Great. Fast forward 2 weeks ago. Match up with this girl. Great vibe. Watches anime. Like me and her click. Phone calls are good. She's beautiful. Everything's cool. Whatever. Hits me with the same thing. So I'm like, yo, what kind of luck do I have
That's pretty wild.
to meet 2 celibate women in the span of like 2 months, 2-3 months? It's crazy to me.
Maybe you have a celibate energy in yourself that you don't see.
Hey,
Like, this guy will wait.
what app are you on that you're meeting these? Like,
Christian Mingle. Yeah, exactly.
Yo,
So
wait, are you serious?
No,
Oh shit!
I'm definitely not.
this guy will wait energy is hilarious. But I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. That's just so random. Like that, the chance of that is like has to be super low.
It's very low because I'd never met that or encountered that in my life.
In
Like,
2023, especially.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
this is my stance with the whole celibate thing, and I kind of just mentioned it. What you want to do with your body, what you chose to do with your religion, your God. Who the fuck am I to tell you to do something opposite? Yeah. I just go by a different belief, and my belief is physical intimacy is like
it's your love language.
It's there you go. I don't believe in love languages, but we'll say that.
That was a good one.
Look at this guy. That's like, you know who's married on the podcast.
Yo, listen, whatever I was about to say was not that.
It was definitely not that. Thank you for the save. You can tell who's married on the podcast.
Yo, 100.
I need physical intimacy in order to proceed in my relationship. I think if I'm able to be forthright with that, if you're not with it, then I understand. I respect that, but I need someone that is. And one thing I do believe in, and we'll talk about this another day when we do have a woman on the podcast, sexual compatibility is really a thing.
Very important.
Definitely.
I've been in situations where I've been with somebody that I'm extremely, extremely attracted to. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. and we did the deed, and we just didn't connect.
Didn't click.
It didn't click.
Yeah.
And I've been with other people where I know it clicked, and like, you know what I mean? So I feel like in order for me to sit back and wait, I don't want to be at that point where when we finally cross that path and we're not physically compatible.
Yeah.
That is definitely a part of the relationship. You could say emotional, you could say mental, but physical is definitely a part.
No, I think it's definitely a part of it. I feel like it's a part of connecting too. You know, it's like you're kind of missing that connection right there.
Yeah.
You know, by not having that. I feel I'm happy that, you know, these women are being open about it early enough.
I appreciate that, to be honest.
Honestly, because, you know, you could be well far down the line and just not even, you know.
And they tell me, and then I'm like, whoa, I'm taken aback. I might actually be a little more upset of the fact that I finally found out after we've invested so much time into each other. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ask any of them what their reasoning was, and what answers did you get if you did ask?
I'm definitely not gonna drop names or anything like that. But one said that she just made an honor to God.
Okay.
I can't. What am I supposed to say? Who
we-
am I to God?
No, we love God.
You know what I mean? So like, what am I supposed to say
cool.
to that?
Yeah.
He's your
cool.
Lord and Savior.
Yo.
So one, she said she made that commitment to God, and the other person said that she has progressed so much since she's made that choice, and she made that choice to focus on herself, and she's progressed in life drastically since. I can't say nothing.
Yeah. Fuck progressing in life. Fuck me. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. So I was respectful to both of them, and like everything was cool and cordial.
Yeah, you can't really do anything else in that case. You know, like, no, you're not. Like,
Yeah, like what am I supposed to say?
Yeah,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
can't.
all right.
And the thing I'll say is this is like, I feel like that's just tough. I'm thinking if I'm putting myself in their position,
Yeah.
knowing that this is what I believe and I'm not trying to stray away from my beliefs, you know that's a part, like, I'm assuming they're not virgins, you know? So you know how important that is in a relationship.
I don't believe either of them are. I'm not too sure about one of them, but I know for a fact one of them isn't. But like, you made that choice after, so it's like...
So they know that something's missing in a relationship when they choose not to do that, you know?
That's a good point.
So it's even them coming into it, they're like, this can only go so far. And it's like, I'm not going to leave my beliefs, but this is still only going to be whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I think that's a tough situation for them. And listen, I always think of this when we talk about celibacy, is that episode of Girlfriends when Lynn tried to be with the pastor and ended up helping him stray away from the Lord.
Crazy.
and when she dated what's his face, a poet who was trying to be celibate, and he was trying to make sure she was the one.
There you go. Don't be Lynn out there, people.
Yeah, well, be a Lynn, but not that Lynn. Be not that Lynn.
There you go.
Yeah. So listen.
So Chris, were you before you got married? Were you celibate? Did you tell your wife? Like, how did that work out?
No.
Yo, imagining Chris being celibate is so funny. Imagine Chris telling someone like, you think about it yourself. Like, how funny would that be?
I just don't even know how I'd like spark that conversation. Like, I feel like they wouldn't even take me seriously. Like, they'd be like, "That's
very interesting."
Like, I feel like,
how would you feel? I wish we had.
Is it only religious
here? Yeah.
Is it like only like when you say like? Is it like always just a religious thing?
No, sometimes, like, as I said, one person, that girl, she did have a relationship with God. Like, she's super religious as well. But her reasoning wasn't religious as opposed to the other girl. So I feel like some people just make that choice.
Yeah. Like, no, I honestly, I thought about it, and I just thought to myself, I said, I probably would have to not date at all to actually be celibate.
Be a priest?
Absolutely not.
I can't see you. I can't, any dude in my phone right now, I cannot see them being celibate. I'm gonna be completely honest.
It would take like, other thing is like, I feel like you want someone to respect it and be like, we can still hang, but let's just not, do whatever. Yeah. But I feel like there's a whole different energy that comes with that's just not healthy in the first place, you know? So it's like, you rather just either like do it or not do it and not have it be a thing of like, I'm trying to tempt you to do it, or I'm not trying to tempt you to do it, or you know what I mean? So,
and I'm not trying to be that nigga that tried to break you out of something and ended up like succeeding. I'm not trying to be that reason.
Yeah, that is
because then you're gonna dislike me on a completely different
resentment.
level.
Yeah.
The resentment is gonna be ridiculous if it doesn't work out between us afterwards, right? And I don't want to be in that position. So that's how I feel about that.
You don't want to be that guy. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you want to be in a relationship. You want to be on the same page and like be upfront. And then it's because it's like, oh, what? Like you bring that up like date like 16, like
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I mean. Like at least they told you early too. Is it weird? I'm just curious. Maybe I don't know. Is it weird that I think it's that celibacy thing? It's weird unless it's like a religious thing. I don't find it weird if it's a religious thing. I feel like, yo, that's cool. Like you
But
know
if it's not religious, it's
but if
weird.
it's just like you just decided I'm just gonna be celibate and you like I don't know. I don't know. I've never really thought about it until now.
How you feel?
I think that at least for some people, their relationship with sex sometimes is not healthy. So it may be connected to like they always smoke and have sex, or they always drink and have sex, or the person they're having sex with is not someone they should be spending time with.
True.
But some people, like you're married, but like some people, it's like
so I'm celibate.
No, but like some people, it's like person I'm fucking is great. This is a great vibe. It's healthy. You know, they're not wasting my time. So it's like if someone has, you know, that history of it's always linked to something unhealthy, you know, it's like kind of like part of that. Because some people, it's not just the sex, you know, like that may be the hardest thing to stop or the main thing that they tell people, but that may be also they stop drinking as well, or they stop doing other things as well, you know? So I feel like, you know, it's not for everyone. It's not always an enjoyable experience. The sex could be enjoyable, but the things surrounding it could be unhealthy, negative.
That's fair.
That actually kind of makes sense because I'm just thinking about back to the old days. You know, just like
Allegedly.
like but you know what I mean.
Allegedly.
Like,
His wife does not listen to the podcast.
Nah, she don't. I was gonna say it's like because that kind of makes sense because like I'm just thinking about being young and going out. It was like it's all around partying. We're getting all these beers in, and then it's like you're just trying to hit up girls.
Yeah.
Like, you're just you're going around. That's all that's on your mind. You know.
Yeah.
And it usually goes with more drinks or drugs or whatever you're into, and it can be a bad.
Listen, I said the time when you become an adult is when you have sex with someone who you don't love when the sun is up. Ooh. When you're younger, if it's not like your girl, you're hitting them late,
under the covers.
Someone who's not your girl who you have sex with when the sun is out, that's like the definition of adulthood. You know, like
not the bills, not the stress.
No.
Having sex when the sun is beaming
with someone you don't love.
With someone you're not in love with. Damn.
Sounds like marriage too.
Yo,
I'm playing.
Yo, your wife is gonna catch a whiff of this podcast one day and be like, I don't like those guys.
Allegedly.
I got allegedly.
Just throw allegedly in there and it's all good.
Oh, there you go.
Chris is.
Yo, your allegedly's got me in trouble one episode, bro. You said some shit like. I'm like, yo, I'm not really dating around like that. You're like, allegedly. And then I got a text like, oh, that's how you feel? Minute 49 on episode blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, wow.
She timestamped you, dude?
Yeah,
the timestamp is crazy.
Yeah, she timestamped.
The timestamp is crazy.
Timestamping when I'm not your man is even crazier.
Yo, that is wild, actually.
Don't timestamp.
Don't timestamp.
Yeah. Timestamping is dead in 2022.
Please.
You timestamp man 2023?
We're dead with that.
Yeah. So this this is Wednesday.
It's whatever day the listeners are listening.
This is part of what I'm going to say. So what day this matters?
Yeah.
Last night was the Golden Globes.
It was.
Award show on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I was saying before we started recording how award shows are usually on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I thought that was weird, and I think the Golden Globes weren't around last year. Someone can fact check that, but they kept saying this is the return after
a few years,
whatever it was. So. I thought that was pretty weird, but it feels like award show's been dying a little bit, but that was probably the clear sign that award shows are dying, having it on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I had no idea the Golden Globes were on until I was actually on TikTok, and then I saw like, oh, this actor just won this.
Oh, so you realized when it was happening?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like an hour after, bro. So when I saw that the Golden Globes were happening, it brought to the realization to me that outside of the Grammys, and I don't really watch that too much.
Yeah, you want to see who wins more than watch it.
Yeah, I want to see like the results more than the actual process, bro. It's not like I would rather watch the BET Awards, to be honest, because at least there's a few good performances in there.
That's crazy to say. And the thing is, too, is like you're a movie TV fan, so it's like the Golden Globes should have you like
locked in. So I did sit back, as you said. I'm a big fan of movies, television. I sat back and I read who won what.
Mhm.
What movies I need to look out for that a lot of people won for, and what
Yeah.
movies that I already watched and see that like my happiness for that.
Yeah.
I don't care about the Golden Globes.
Mhm.
Maybe the Oscars I care a little bit about.
Yeah.
But once I realized like growing up that like these guys kind of whitewash a lot of these awards, and now the inclusiveness is happening because we begged for it.
It doesn't feel as genuine.
It doesn't feel as genuine. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like when I see shows that like some show, I'm not even saying the Golden Globes,
Mhm.
but in general, when I see shows, movies, actors that
Mhm.
probably don't deserve the acclaim, but they're black, so they have to like, yo, I'm giving it to this person so we don't look bad.
And that I don't like.
Yeah.
And that I don't like. I rather someone kill
Give
it.
it to us when we kill it, when we earn it, you know, when we work hard for it. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I think also too, happens in music as well, but popularity sometimes wins out. And I feel like we've seen this over time with shows like The Wire that are popular after the fact, but a lot of times it's the popular shows that will just get all the nominations.
For sure.
And it's like, this is a good show for sure, but that doesn't mean that this actor is actually one of the best actors or the best performances, you know? So it's like, I think that's what we got to get away from too, is like, I get it, we all watched Stranger Things or whatever it is,
yeah.
but that doesn't make Stranger Things better than this other show over here, you know?
Facts.
So I feel like that's a part of it as well, is whoever's the most popular, you definitely got to get your name in there.
Yeah, and I've been saying this for a while. Like, TV right now in the last few years, especially with streaming, because everything's so oversaturated, we have 1,000 different streaming options like at our fingertips.
Yeah.
This is like the golden era of television. So we get a lot of crap, but we still get a lot of good shit too.
A lot of good stuff.
So you know what I'm saying? So like I'm happy for that, bro. Like I sat back during the break and watched like 3 or 4 really good fucking TV shows that I just didn't have time to watch during the year.
Yeah. That's the thing too, is like finding a new good TV show is like, it feels so good still, but it's something that like you can find one, finish it, and then literally start another that's also just as good. So yeah, and I'm big on that because I'm watching White Lotus right now.
Is that good? I keep hearing things about it.
It's good. The second season I'm on right now is good. The thing is, the first season, everyone's lives were kind of connecting, which I liked, but I didn't know the reason for or what was the point of it. I was still enjoying it, but I was like, okay, I get it. Everyone's connecting, but why is everyone connected? And then it ends with some big event, so it makes sense there. But it's good. I think you would like it. I think you would like it.
I'm gonna pull that up. I ended up watching Severance. Severance is really good.
Yeah, Severance is legit.
Severance is a top show. And then the movie that stood out to me over the break, Glass Onion was good.
Yeah, I watched Glass Onion. Glass
Onion was good too. So y'all go check that out for sure. And if you haven't watched it, watch it. The Bear, please watch
The Bear.
that show.
I gotta watch.
If you ever worked in a kitchen, that's the show for you. You know the stresses, the strife that we deal with.
What are you watching it on?
The Bear. I ended up streaming The Bear. I think it's on Disney Plus actually.
Okay.
I think it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, The Bear. I gotta check it out for sure. And I started Emily in Paris. I started Emily in Paris. I couldn't really get all the way.
I'm not too enthused watching a white woman in Paris. I need more.
Listen, I started watching for Paris, and I was getting too much Emily, not enough Paris. But I was trying to watch for Paris. I said, let me see what the vibe in Paris is like. I never been.
Yeah.
So I was more, let me watch for Paris. Got a little too much Emily, so I didn't finish that all the way. But yeah, I feel like what I'm really excited for it. Also, did you see Avatar?
No, I haven't watched either Avatars.
Wow. I thought, okay, we got to talk about Avatar. You got to see it.
All right.
But the movies that are coming out this year, we've definitely been having a little bit of a
back and forth with it.
With the movies coming out. Just in terms of like actual good movies coming out. Like it feels like the trailers, we get hyped for some of these movies. And then when they actually come out, it's like, I can't remember the last movie that we were like really hyped for that, you know, also delivered.
I think the only movie I'm super hyped for this year, I gotta look at the list again, but definitely Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, I definitely want to prove that.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
There's a few movies out there. I heard a list the other day, so like I'll definitely want to pull that up and see what's up. But I know there's a couple movies in January that aren't really standing out to me. Did you see the thing with the robot?
Megan?
Yeah.
That looks crazy. That looks crazy.
I don't know if that's gonna catch me in the theater, to be honest with you.
That movie looks like it's either gonna be like it's gonna be wild. It's just gonna be wild, and it's gonna be either decent or terrible. I don't see it being a masterpiece somehow.
But you know what is a masterpiece? The Mayor's Office podcast.
Jeez!
Facts.
So, we're back from a break. I had to fill up my cup with this unknown substance in here that I cannot chat about. But there's other things I had to do. I had to go in the back. I had to call up one of my boys. I had to make him pull up to the podcast. So, I'm going to hit y'all with a little throwback. A few episodes ago, we had DJ 47. He came through on the podcast. DJ 47 rocked some apparel. He rocked a specific hat. He gave a shout out. And the hat said Scumbag. So you know what we had to do? We had to bring the man behind Scumbag to the camera. Talk to him.
What's going on? It's your boy Yaph Marciano. Thank y'all for having me over here. It's my first time doing one of these podcasts.
Legendary.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? A little H2O in my cup. You know what I mean? Trying to let loose. But thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for having me, for real. Shout out 47 for connecting the dots, too.
For sure.
That's what you call a callback.
That's a
when you call back to a product and the person shows up.
That's crazy.
Only here on the Mayor's Office podcast.
So the next episode, we'll get whoever owns Gucci to just we got some questions for you, buddy.
Gucci Balenciaga also.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate you pulling up to the podcast. So how we usually rock is we just get the guests to come in and just talk their shit with us. You feel me? This shit that you might want to get off your chest, this is the space to do it. It's just the four of us here and our listeners. So don't worry, you won't get canceled. But you want to tell the people what you do, who you are, all that?
Yeah. So I go by Yaph, stage name Yaph Marciano, musician. Been making music releasing music for probably 7-8 years now. Clothing, I've been dibbling and dabbling since probably 9th grade. But this is the most, I'll say complete and most we've actually took it in terms of actually going through with it. A lot of it was ideas, like me getting in my own way, whatever the case may be. But now we're locked and loaded. You know what I mean? We got the hats coming. Just friends and family right now. I had to bring some for the mandem. Hopefully the drop is coming. Been a lot of delays and shit like that with manufacturers and shit like that. But hopefully we're trying to get the website up by end of next month. You know what I mean? Fingers crossed.
So 2023 is your year.
Oh yeah.
That's how we're feeling?
For sure, on everything.
You said you were loafing before. What do you think happened? What was the change? Because you could loaf. Listen, you could loaf for a long time. There's no expiry date on loafs.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. So what happened? What was the switch?
If I'm being honest, without going into too much detail, whatever the case is, last year was supposed to be a big year, but it's actually almost to the day. It was January 16th. I got into a pretty bad car accident, and I could barely walk for 4 months type.
Damn.
So it pretty much threw my whole shit off.
Damn.
But and then pretty much trying to play catch up throughout the year and stuff like that, going to physio and all of that shit, whatever the case is, you know what I mean? But now we're here for real. Back in the days, when I was in high school, I tried to take 9th grade with my homie Tyreek or whatever. Shout out my nigga Ty. Luckily, thank God I didn't go nowhere because it was called NASA.
Yeah.
So
you would have had
you guys would have been fucked regardless.
Yeah.
So it's called Now Aspire, Soon Achieve. It was some regular shit. I was in 9th grade. I thought that was the one.
That was the hardest thing ever, yeah.
We had a little Facebook page and all of that. We had some shit going. Yeah, we was ironing on t-shirts and shit like that.
So how did you feel when you actually saw NASA shit pop up?
I'm gonna come clean. NASA shit, I seen it beforehand.
Oh, okay.
But I'm in 9th grade. I'm not thinking that too far ahead. I'm thinking, I got an acronym. It's not gonna look the same. I'm calm.
You're not thinking about lawyers.
They will sue the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
They will end you.
For sure. And they will stomp them for real. So there was some shit behind the scenes. So that shit fizzled out.
Yeah.
I was in 12th grade. I tried some shit called the Winner Circle. And then that was more so me just getting in my own way type shit. You know what I mean? You'll have designs, but then you start second guessing. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe it's not as good as it is. Whatever. Boom.
Yeah.
Sort of fell to the back burner. Then I was focusing on music for however long or whatever. And then, it was probably during the pandemic. I was a lot of this shit, and we was at the crib. So I was doing a lot of online shopping and shit like that. I'm a lot of this shit is not hot. You know what I mean? So I just bought some samples. I said, fuck it, let's get it going. Got my homie Joey Benny to do my designs and shit like that. And then since then, we just been
Also, in the pandemic, when you started, like, you were like, yo, we're just gonna go.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah, started getting blanks and shit from different
Mhm.
suppliers and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Going to different fucking. My bad. I'm not sure we can.
Nah, you're
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
You're
You're
good.
There are no kids listening to this
Yeah,
podcast.
I had to make sure. Yeah,
Yeah, you straight.
But yeah, since then it's just been like smooth. I won't say smooth sailing, but it's been a go type.
Yeah,
shit,
it's
you know
been
what I mean?
even been forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not
Because I feel like sometimes when you're looking for stuff, you can't find the actual look you're going for, and then you gotta settle and have it be like, you know what I'm saying? You have something in your head, you're like, yo, if I can find something like this, and then when you actually go and look, it's something close, you know. And so I feel like that's part of creating.
For sure, that was
stuff is
definitely
like,
a big issue was trying to find the right products. Like you spend like thousands of dollars trying to find the right materials, even the right hats. Like I bought a few different, like from different manufacturers, and like some of them the quality wasn't good, or the embroidery wasn't good, or whatever the case is. But it's like trial and error.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
like if you really want to find that blessed product, you're gonna have to go through all of the.
Yeah, that's facts. So you mentioned like friends and family. It's they've seen a few of the products right now so far. So like, have they been giving you like good responses back?
Yeah.
How do you take that? Like when you show somebody a product, and does that feel good to you when somebody close with you is like, yo, I fuck with this?
Yeah, type. Like,
man said,
yeah, like for me personally, like it's just like cliche and shit like that. But like, nobody could really hurt my feelings because like I'm the hardest on myself. You know so if somebody says, yo, that's fucking ugly, like I'm not gonna sit there and get tight about it because I'm like, damn, like those thoughts have
you already crossed that.
Yeah. Like they process, like even with my music and shit, like I'll play something for them and they're like, yo, I really, really fuck with this. I'm like, oh, no, I appreciate it, you know? But like, I won't say I'm used to, like, I'm preparing myself for someone to say, yeah, like it's whatever, it's calm, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Yeah,
you don't expect it to be a love every time.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah. I seriously. And the thing too, I always say this is like, when you always think that your family or who's close to you should really understand whatever you're doing the most. But when you like look at it in a broad way, they're just a person like any other person, you know? It's like if Ralph has this whole podcast idea and I just hate podcasts. And because I hate podcasts, he thinks he's now like, you know?
Exactly.
And I'm just the one dude that hates podcasts.
Exactly.
He might have 3 other friends that he just didn't ask. And they're all like, no, we love podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like someone not liking it. It's not always the case, but you got to kind of put it in perspective because there's going to be someone who is going to love it.
For sure.
Like, love it.
The same experience that you had, I had the same situation when I talked to Adriel. So Adriel does a lot of interviews, right? So I came to Adriel one time and I said, yo, bro, like this interview's ass. And you know what he said to me? He looked me dead in the eyes and he said, no, your ears are ass.
And you got to hear that.
And I said, yeah, you know what? Maybe I listened to the interview wrong. You're great. And that's how.
For sure. No, sometimes you need to hear that for real.
Yeah.
I made up that story.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, your ears are ass. I was like, that's a freestyle.
You was rolling though. Yeah, I was believing it.
I wasn't going to stop him.
Really? I was like, I can't.
He said, I remember that.
Adriel's like, yeah, I can see that. I can see me.
Ralph wasn't as teaching a lesson bag, you know? Like,
if
the lesson was there.
I'll tell the listeners one thing and the watchers. Once I start like touching my beard a little bit when I'm telling a story, it's a goddamn lie.
Hey, man.
It is a goddamn lie.
I'm screaming. That's pretty funny. And you know what's funny is that the people in the comments, they're going to have all the facts. Like, we're not there yet for the Redditors to look into everything we've ever done.
Yeah.
But that's, you know that's coming.
No, I was thinking about that. Like that point when the Redditors start nitpicking shit that we said from the past. That's when you know you really made it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to be fact checked.
For sure.
100%.
From 2021, Ralph said some bullshit here, but it's a goddamn lie. 2022, he wore a fake chain. I Googled it. like, I want all those fact checks, bro. Talk to him.
I could never get mad at those because personally, there's like, I have things that I'm a big fan of. I care about whatever, but there's nothing that I care so much about that I'll go and fact check it. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing.
Reaching that far back as well. But you see that with Twitter a lot, bro. These guys will reach back to like 2014 and find a tweet.
Yo, that's you?
Yep.
Yeah,
my old Twitter got banned, and I thank God for it.
Hey,
it got banned.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
I did a vlog with a song that wasn't out on streaming yet, and they still copyrighted it.
Damn, that's crazy.
I was like, that's pretty stupid. But knowing how people get canceled now,
blessing.
God bless.
Like what? For sure. My high school tweets. Outlandish.
Gotta go back, delete all of those.
Yeah.
Outlandish show, or
Yeah,
delete the whole account for real.
Yeah.
They would have called me a colorist for sure.
Oh my God.
But now that I think about it, your last few women were a little.
Wait.
Let's not start that.
Yo, that's what they'll actually fact check.
Mhm.
Once you make it as
Yeah.
a black man, they're gonna go back and be
For
like,
sure.
you know what? Adriel wasn't with a lot of dark skinned women. Something is off with this guy here, bro.
Yo,
They'll do that.
Now that's the thing that they'll do for sure. I realized that with like, yo, I remember I story on the pod before, but I'm gonna double back on it. I dated a white woman at one time,
One time.
more than one time.
Okay.
But,
It's like one
but I've made Dr. Umar upset in the past for sure.
100%.
And
I know Dr. Umar was mad. What'd he say?
Oh, that shit. I thought you were agreeing with him. Like, hell yeah.
No.
Talk your
Lashes.
shit.
I lied. I said yeah. Fuck Dr. Umar.
Nah.
But when I started dating this girl, two of my black friends, these women, they came up to me literally like on some real sincere shit and were like, "You're still our black king. Don't worry." And I literally was like, I think he was calling me a king, but I don't feel good about it.
Yo, this is
That's the internet. Like that's the internet
Yeah,
in
that's
real
fine.
life.
Since we're getting to that point, to be honest, for me, I've only seriously dated black women in my life. And we're not the relationship podcast, so we're not going to dwell on this too long.
Yeah.
But I've only predominantly dated black women in my life. So the thought has crossed my mind, like, what if I were to date outside my race?
Yeah.
And I just feel like I cannot connect with somebody
The
that's
same way,
not-
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll save it for another episode because I want to understand, like, the times that you've dated outside your race, like how you've been able to connect. But we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah,
When we're looking for views, then we'll start dropping every
Episode 40.
Toronto podcast. When they're looking for views,
sure.
it's straight relationship talks.
Yo. I saw a podcast, and these are my guys though, but they were talking about how it's not manly to hold an umbrella. And I said, yo, this is getting out of hand. This is getting out of
Can't
hand.
even have the rain hit us.
I'm like, you want to be wet so bad? Like,
Hey, yo.
that's literally what they're begging for.
Oh,
But
man.
speaking of dating women who are not dark skinned,
Yeah.
Kanye West was spotted.
Segway.
That was incredible.
Yo.
Yeah, he's been missing for a while. But is it really missing or he's just taking time to himself?
I think he still doesn't have anywhere to live. You know when he went on Nori, you know when he went on Nori like 2 years ago and he was like, "The world is where I live." Remember that? I think he's still on that mode.
And you live in a truck.
That nigga got a crib.
Yeah.
Don't let him fool you. He got a crib.
No, he got a crib. He just not in
He don't live
it. He's living in his Escalade right now. Like that's literally what this man's
That's
doing.
crazy.
That's my theory. That's my theory.
And he was spotted with a white woman.
Of course
when
he
they
was.
finally spotted him. So there you go.
I just be wondering who are these women that be dating Kanye? Like, you know, saying they must have the internet. They must know.
I think it's it's part of it's probably the money and the wealth and the fame
Yeah,
and
the clout
everything like
chasing.
that. But it's the clout chasing.
For
Like
sure.
as much as some people knew who Julia Fox was,
Mhm.
as soon as she started dating Kanye, is like blew
Outta
up.
here.
Like
Yeah.
I didn't really know her until like Uncut.
Facts.
To me, it was just that one white girl in Uncut Gems.
Literally, that's it. Other than that, never.
I didn't know who she was, what she did. Now I'm seeing her on interviews everywhere.
Mad interviews
And sneaky link talks and all this bullshit. And I'm like, yo, I never knew who this girl was before Kanye.
Nah, I guess you're right. Still, Kanye could put a shorty on the map.
Yeah,
100%. That's all he been doing lately.
makes sense, bro.
You would've-
If Rihanna said, yo, Ralph, Wagwan, like me and ASAP are chilling, like I'm a single mother.
Yeah, what's
I'm
up?
over there, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
What's up? Oh,
Smoke a blunt with Rihanna. Come on.
What? I'm in there, man. I'll be a father.
That's what I'll be a
I'll
father.
be a father.
Yeah, I think it's crazy that these people are like spotting Kanye in the first place because the one picture I saw at least was him in the car. And I'm like, this is different level. Like this is like military, surveillance to find Kanye. It's like, we have better stuff to do with our time, like let's find somebody who we need to find. Kanye just needs to be left alone, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's a fucked up thing with how we have these like stars ingratiated in our lives that if we don't see them for a few weeks, they're gone missing.
Crazy.
Nah, bro, I'm just in my crib chilling. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Raising
saying?
my kids.
Yo.
I just gonna say, I feel like there's a whole industry based on like that, right? On like stars gossip, finding stars. What are they up to? Like,
Facts.
you know what
technically
Like,
there
really,
is.
there's a whole industry just on
Yeah.
like without them actually doing their acting part. It's just an industry based on them living their lives.
Facts.
Yeah,
You
I guess
know?
you're right. So I think it's pretty whack. I saw this video
Yeah,
of Roddy
it's nuts.
Rich getting mad at someone for taking a picture of him. But I see that people are using it as like promo because when Angela Yee announced her new show, TMZ all of a sudden popped up on her. I never see TMZ pop up on Angela Yee one time. You know? So I'm like, I'm sure it's useful in some way. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
We got some new drop in TMZ will randomly be on the street. Like,
I think I got an idea for us to blow up.
We
call a whole bunch of photographers, right? Make sure they got the flash on the camera. No flash, you can't come. We're not paying you.
Follow you around type shit.
As soon as we step out the studio, oh, it's Adriel Smiley. Oh,
chill.
And you cover your face and you get in your car and shit. Once we do that 3-4 times throughout the next 2 years, people will be like, oh, who the fuck is this Adriel guy?
Yo, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
You've seen people do that. Like, they'll make like little videos, like they'll hire security, whatever, go to the mall.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you'll see people talking about, yo, I don't even know who that is, but I want a picture.
Yeah, that's nuts to me. I've seen that where it's like, you can't take a picture with someone you don't know who they are.
Come on.
That's
cringy.
Nasty.
Get a grip. Like,
that's nasty. And the thing too is like, I hate when people say like that someone looks famous. I feel like that is part of the issue because I think
100%.
when someone becomes famous, they buy into that. And they're like, I have to look famous, you know? It's like, you would like for someone to dress how they dress and be like, okay, I recognize who this person is. Then whatever. But saying you look famous and then being like, I got a picture with you, you don't know who they are? That's nasty.
Or you see 7-8 other people like trying to take a picture.
And then you hop in?
Yeah.
Nasty.
They're taking pictures of someone famous. I want a picture with said person.
Yeah.
If you seen Gunna on road, you can have a picture with him?
Hell no.
Gunna now?
Gunna now. There's only one Gunna.
Man, put me on the spot. I'm not taking a picture with Gunna. Nah, I can't do that right now. I got a
picture with Gunna?
I'm gonna tell him hold his head though. You know what I mean? Give him a little.
Chris, you get a picture with Gunna?
Stay up.
Am I taking a picture with Gunna?
Yeah.
right now.
Right now? But I mean, I just rather not be in publicity, so no.
Oh, so it's a you thing. It's not a him thing.
I mean, you could take the picture and not post it.
For my personal scrapbook, I mean, believe it or not, I'm not a huge Gunna fan, so
Gunna was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Would you have taken a picture before?
Yes.
100%.
And so now it's a no.
Nah. Photo credentials, it's not happening right now. See, my thing
What's the worry?
I just gotta get more info on how he got out. I gotta get more info on that, and until I get that information, that being perceived to be around someone that has a lot of question marks is not a good look for anybody. At the same time, people can't lie. Niggas were listening to Gunna before all of this.
For sure.
Let's be completely real.
And all of that. Yeah.
But I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
If you're Gunna, which you're not, because you're an upstanding citizen. You'll never get caught for a RICO.
Oh, yeah.
Unless Scumbag is in some different shit we don't know about.
Yo, that's
not a gang. Not a gang.
Never.
Scumbag is an organization.
Yeah, it's a label. It's a label.
So I got a question for you. So you're in Gunna shoes, right? You get out. You love music. You love to produce music. You love to make music. Are you making music right now if you're Gunna?
Making music? Yeah, probably.
Are you releasing it?
That I'd have to sort of have to strategize and shit like that. Like he just posted on IG.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw that. And he said free thug in the caption.
He said hashtag YSL the label in the caption.
Were the comments limited?
No.
Oh shit.
So who is it? I mean, I'm not a huge follower of academics, but my homie sent me a tweet, whatever. So now it's a big discourse right now. Like a lot of the YSL niggas, like Funk and all these other guys are saying, yo, we are not claiming you.
Oh, so they
post. Yeah.
So they came on and said, oh, they're not rocking with him.
Because now it looks like it's for play. Because now he's posting on IG hashtag YSL the label free thugger, but like you literally just told homegirl YSL was a gang. So it's like,
okay,
you're trying to do damage control right now. You know what I mean?
If YSL's not rocking with him, then I think that's all we need to hear. Because people were trying to say that this could possibly be some kind of plan that they all had together.
I heard that too, for sure.
You know, you heard that. So it's like, let me give the benefit of the doubt. I want to hear what Thug says before 100%. Anything, you know?
Yeah, because you guys don't feel like their lawyers are communicating with each other?
I think they are, but to me, is how I was going to say is like, I think that Gunna probably wasn't as entrenched as Thug was, you know?
Yeah,
fair enough.
Keep it a being, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like, the thing I'm thinking is maybe that everyone has not many chances of getting off completely. At least they're going to be doing some years. So Gunna, quote unquote, save themselves. Whoever said Gunna save yourself, because everyone's going to do at least some years. So you stay down, you're probably not gonna get off at all, or you could do this and not go at all. But to me, that's what I think it is like it was a decision of like everyone is gonna be doing time. It seems like So if you like at this point, it's not like he can save them from not doing time. You get what I'm saying? Even though he's not helping,
I hear you.
But I still think it's sus. But I can understand that reasoning from the lawyers, the other lawyers of like, we're doing time, regardless. So him doing this is not going to hurt us as much. But at the same time, it's still, I don't rock with it though.
Yeah, like it's like I don't want to get too deep into this, but like my issue was like, I don't say my issue like I have to say that. But like
he's YSL.
Yeah.
I told you, Scumbag Rico. Yo. The mayor's, this is DJ Vlad.
DJ Vlad.
But like I swear, like I mean, Mens could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Gunna's only charge at first was gang affiliation.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And then there was when him and Thugger got caught in the whip with the strap and the lean or whatever.
Yeah.
So I need to see how this affect Thugger case. Because they're pretty much going to pin that strap and that lean on him.
On him, Thugger straight.
Because Gunna said it wasn't his.
Exactly.
Thug's whole defense was, YSL is not a gang. He had Kevin Lyles on the stand talking about YSL is not a gang.
So Gunna going against that hurts that.
Not just him, all of them.
All of them, yeah.
All of their plea deals had to say, YSL is a gang. So now if you're Thugger, you sitting there like, what the fuck am I supposed to say?
And did you saw the lawyer's statement saying that this won't affect the case. That I feel like is damage control.
For sure.
He's a lawyer, so we'll wait to see.
100%.
But to me, from all the CSI I've watched, from all whatever I know, if he says that they're a gang, I don't think it's gonna not be admissible in court.
CSI is enough market research for you.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Get that legal experience.
Oh yeah. You watch enough seasons for sure.
Listen, I feel like the internet as a whole, we've all become lawyers over the past little while. There was Johnny Depp, Tory and Meg.
Oh yeah.
If there are not more lawyers in the future, we're all doing this wrong because everyone's a lawyer on the
going
internet.
at parties. Party next door's girl.
Oh my god.
Who's the party next door? Sorry. Yeah. Who passed away? Fuck. Why did I just fuck that up?
Whose girl?
Oh, P&B Rock.
P&B Rock.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. People were going at P&B Rock's girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, party next door is still alive.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta talk about party next door at some point. You seen the latest pictures of him?
No.
Nah. Crazy?
Yo, he got big. Like, yeah.
Didn't lose the COVID weight, eh?
What? This is more than COVID.
Crazy. I will give you the workout plan. I have the post-COVID workout.
Post-COVID workout plan.
Did you guys see that his sister unfollowed them as well? Unfollowed Gunna?
Gunna's sister?
Yeah. Little Young Thug's sister
sister
unfollowed Gunna. Lil Got It unfollowed him.
So Got It went on thing. He said, "Yo, don't call me twin" on his IG.
Yeah,
story.
Because what he said is, I think Gunna went out and said,
RP Key,
that's my twin. And then Got It was like,
so was Gunna really gonna drop music then? Do you guys really think he's gonna maintain as usual?
Maintain? No, not at all.
No.
He'll get by though.
I bet you he's in a label deal where he has to drop music. He probably has a certain.
I think he's gonna drop music, but I just feel like it's not gonna be the same energy.
Of course not.
Because you gotta understand, Gunna was in the street circles. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Gunna's Childish Gambino and he's just gonna, still rock who he rocks with.
All right.
He's in the street circles. So the street circles are gonna be like, what you doing here, fam?
All right, so I asked you a question as a man that's made music, right? I'm gonna ask you a question as a man that's a music connoisseur.
Okay.
Are you listening to Gunna? If he is in a deal like Stax said, and Gunna has to drop music, you as a music connoisseur, are you listening to Gunna?
He'll get one listen. He'll get one listen.
He's getting one stream out of you per song.
Like, the album, whatever. Maybe, if I finish it, I finish it, but I'll give him the attempt of, let me hear what he has to say.
Yeah.
Just because this is something unprecedented in hip hop history.
Okay.
To hear what he has to say. But I was never a Gunna fan to begin with like that. So
you're listening to one stream.
And not in the whip.
Please do not listen to the album mode episode that he drops on Gunna's music. Please
and DeMar hates Gunna, by the way. But I listen to old Gunna still. Like, I listen to Dripper Jam today. You know what I'm saying? Like, old Gunna, that's just a time. Like, I can't.
Nah, his last album was good though. Don't do that.
Last album had my tracks too. So I'm saying, like, Gunna up until this point, I can still listen to the tracks that I like, especially the old tracks from Dripper Jam Slime season. Like,
but
that,
now
like,
certain lyrics, we're gonna look back and be like, you might have lied.
You might have lied.
You said my brother's keeper.
You guys still listen to R. Kelly?
Nah.
What?
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be real.
I'm gonna be real too. I'm gonna be real
There's a
too.
lot of no, hey.
I'm checking. I'm testing the water. I'm checking temperatures.
I know a
Yeah.
lot of niggas listen to R. Kelly to this day.
I'm telling
Oh
you.
no, I know that for a fact.
I know a lot of niggas listen to Chocolate Factory today.
They do it on the lows though.
Yeah, you know.
That's not
Just
on
around
your,
people
that's
you
not
know.
on your playlist. Like
Yeah.
when company comes over.
Oh,
Yo.
yeah,
But I know a lot of
Nah.
niggas, not me, but a lot of niggas I know.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate just cause, okay? There is one song that I feel like should be allowed.
What?
We Ride with him, Ham, Nori, and
yo.
Jay.
Okay.
Just because R. Kelly's just a chorus, and Cam, Nori, and Jay on a track is legendary.
Yeah, you can't throw. That's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, right?
So that's the only. If you have that in your playlist and that comes on, I ain't gonna hate it. But
Interesting.
other than that, if you're playing Ignition Remix, that's not enough.
Like
I'm
I'm trying to
sorry.
hear bump and grind. Yeah.
What are you bumping and grinding? on?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I was on a cruise after he went to jail, and they did a whole karaoke R. Kelly
No
set.
way.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's
and it was like all like older black women.
Yeah.
Like
Of course it was.
like they were all stepping in the name of love, everything, no question.
Singing that shit like nothing happened.
They got hits,
crazy,
man.
100%,
Bro,
I've seen it.
There's some nigga out there every Sunday. He's
Oh my
cleaning his crib.
God.
He's listening to R. Kelly on the speaker, and in the background is the Cosby Show. I guarantee there's
That's
one
ridiculous.
sick.
All right, that's a
That's
little
sick.
gross. That's a little
I
gross.
guarantee
That's-
there's one guy.
No,
There's one
that's a
guy out
sick
there,
nigga.
bro.
That's
fucked.
Dahmer level. Like if we had a woman here, I'd be like,
You're a sociopath at
no,
that
like
point.
if you're a woman, you go to a man's house and you're about to smash and he puts on freaking 12 play.
No,
like
that's wild. That's wild.
no, no.
It's funny. I went to see Chappelle
Mhm.
like last week or when he was in town or whatever.
Big money. Ching.
If it was a great show, I'm not gonna lie. But he had a joke. He was like, "Yo, one time I went to go see R. Kelly, and he said in concert, like in concert." And he said, "You know, my mind's telling me no, whatever."
Mhm.
He said, "I was the only nigga in there telling him, yo, man, you should listen to your mind."
Yo,
Dog, it was
yeah,
hilarious.
that's a crazy one. Still, that's a crazy one. I can't believe people are still doing that. Ralph, you have some big news in your life.
Oh, is this about my friend?
Well, friends not what I have in the notes. In the notes, I have that your wife is pregnant.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I got some disappointing news for you guys. Big could be positive, sometimes big could be negative. This case, big is negative. Somebody that I'm in love with, I've been in love with this person for a long time. Came to find out that they're pregnant. The father is not me. We've never actually physically been intimate, so I wish the father was me at some point.
Man said physically.
Even mentally though.
Mentally, I feel like we're an item.
Mad
And
mental.
although I do,
Is that how you identify?
All up
You
to
identify in a relationship with them.
yes, I actually identify
your
as
truth,
this
King.
person's.
let love win. Come on.
Yo, white man's calling me king is crazy. But I love it. I've never mentally, I mentally been with this person, but I never physically been with this person. And you may call it dirty macking, but I do appreciate this person's loved one and who they chose to procreate with. But I do wish it was me. At the end of the day, Naomi Osaka is pregnant.
Yo,
I didn't even know where he was going. I'm not
Yo,
gonna
the
lie.
thing that everyone felt, I don't know if she's
didn't.
pregnant either.
That's crazy.
I just found out today.
It's Corday's baby?
Corday's you.
Hey.
She posted it on social media, I
He's
believe.
locked
Okay.
She made
For life.
51 M's last year, brother.
Okay, that baby is gonna be amazing at rapping.
Yeah.
All right.
Or tennis.
Or
Or
tennis.
both.
Whatever the baby
Yeah,
decides to
yeah,
do, whatever
both.
that child
The-
decides to do.
The best tennis rapper of all time.
There you
they
go.
might just be like a scientist or something.
Yeah,
Hey,
whatever that king
Oh,
wants
might
to
just
do
work
or
at
queen wants to do, for sure.
Wow, this is big news.
But yeah, I thought they broke up, which gave me hope. So I sit back, after my last situation ended, I sat back and thought to myself, you know what? The next route I'm gonna do, I'm gonna work hard on this podcast. I'm gonna get a deal. I'm gonna get the deal so fucking big that my money is gonna be so fucking big that I'm gonna go to the Grand Slam and go. Sorry, not what's it called? What's the big tournament called?
Now, Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
Is it the Grand Slam?
There's multiple Grand
is like when
Slams.
you
No,
do a
Grand
bunch of them. Or like,
Yeah,
there's
there's-
Wimbledon,
okay.
US
Yeah.
Open.
I'm gonna go to motherfucking Wimbledon
Yeah.
with my big money
Big money.
and say, hey Naomi, baby, I'm over here.
Front row. Talk to them.
Yo.
Oh yeah, said
I like
Naomi.
that peck you gave, dude.
I said Naomi, baby. That's what I do with my dog. Bibs. I said, yo, babes. Babes.
Soccer as a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Exactly. So I said, babes, let me take you out to dinner. Let's go talk. Let's, and then after I get to that point, I'm going to make sure she has the time of her life and make sure she's mine.
Talk to them.
So what?
But now I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you gonna do now that she is, she was off the market beforehand, but she is even more off the market now.
Wait.
Patience.
Patience. Come on.
Wait.
Okay.
Because when the deal comes, who knows, man? Maybe Corday's albums.
Yeah, you
start
never
to
know.
fly.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, knock on wood.
Yeah,
Corday is actually a
we
very
want
talented
Corday to do
artist.
a hip-hop
Yeah,
music.
Corday is actually a super talented artist, and I'm actually happy for them. It's all jokes. I wish it was me, but it's not me. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's a lot of niggas hating on A$AP Rocky. There's a lot of niggas hating on Hove. There's a lot of niggas hating on Corday now. So
I think that we'll give you some time to get over it for sure. This is all so fresh.
Appreciate you.
But I feel like we have to kind of assign you a new celebrity crush in the meantime while you're being patient.
Sure.
Now, me, I have Ari Lennox, who, I know she has someone right now, or I thought she had someone, but I'm still keeping hope alive, so there's maybe something there. But
you know what? That's going to be one of my goals of 2023. Is to find that celebrity crush and then still implement the same plan. Still get the podcast deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Still get the money. Still sit courtside, wherever it is, whatever that person does.
Yes.
And still sit there. And then end up,
Whatever happens, for sure.
Yeah, this pack works for everybody.
Yeah, dude. Yo, you be talking about a drop you wanted, dude.
That's the one, right gentlemen.
The drop is
That
nuts.
is how you get slapped in the face.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
This guy's running around just dropping pecs on girls, dude.
Yo, that's the Rizz right
Not
there.
Rizz, that's what I'm saying. That's not the unspoken Rizz.
Yo, Ralph Rizz, come on.
Crazy. Niggas is crazy.
Rizz Ross, I see you.
Rizz Ross.
That's crazy. That's tough.
That's the episode title. That's wild.
Rizz
Rizz
Ross.
Ross.
Shit.
Man, say Rizz Khalifa.
Yo, Rizz Khalifa. Yo,
This is stupid.
Ralph with the Rizz is crazy.
That's
so
wild.
yeah, that would be our New Year,
Yeah, I'm gonna find a new celebrity crush. I'm not big on celebrity crushes, to be honest. Do you have a celebrity crush?
Off top, not really. Like when I was younger and shit, but like
Yeah, they're not. It's not the same.
Well, you're a real nigga now.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I like that R.
You're a real nigga now.
Y'all turned to some animals.
Yo, the first time a black man actually said like nigga with a hard R to me,
Damn.
this job, but he said it in a way that he thought that it was cool.
Oh, that was the one.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah. But he's a little like dejected from society, bro.
Yeah.
Some people might know who this person is.
But
he came to me with this dream, right? He's like, yo, he owns this spot and he's like, yo, like, I need you to work here. Like, can you work here? And eventually, you're going to get to the point where you'll become a 6-figure nigger.
oh my God.
Whoa.
I've never,
Whoa. I want to press charges. Like, that was nuts. How
I
do you
never heard
respond to
that.
that?
Crazy.
I was like, what? Are you even a 6-figure nigger?
That's not yo. It's got doubled up.
But yeah. So that was the first time a man used it in like a positive sense to me, and it just didn't sit right with me, bro.
No, that doesn't sit right with me either. I feel like getting some kind of celebrity crush that's single got to be part of what you're doing, because I think both my crushes are not single.
Ari's not single?
Ari's not single,
Who's the other one?
and Issa Rae is not single.
Issa Rae is one of your crushes, eh?
Yeah,
That's
I've been an
interesting.
Issa Rae fan
Fuck with
forever.
Issa Rae.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
Issa Rae since YouTube, I've been an Issa Rae fan.
That's
so.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like don't go down my road.
I don't mean that's interesting like she's not attractive. I mean like I never heard anybody say Issa Rae is there.
Yeah.
Look at me neither.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll fight myself. That's all good. I don't need a competition.
Yeah, I don't need y'all.
So I'm gonna find somebody, and
Mhm.
hopefully you could find someone that you're like, you know what? Yeah, this one can pass.
Celebrity crush.
Because when you're older, it's more about like the vibe and personality more than just
Real talk. Yeah.
Because when you're younger,
Yeah.
you're a kid. So the girls who are like in your class or whatever are not gonna hang with freaking whoever's on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then you get
But
you get
Then you get older and you meet women in real life who look better than the women on TV, and you're like, okay, you know. So it's more of a vibe,
You
personality.
see the
thing.
sneaky Rizz here? He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Some girl's gonna listen to woman. Some woman's gonna listen to the podcast and be like, "Yo, this
Talking about
Adriel-
me?
this Adriel guy is so
Mature,
nice."
you know?
Yeah.
I like the mentality.
This is the time stamp. I'm gonna send it to my girls and see if we can get the confirmation on Adriel.
I'm not Rizz Ross. Don't get it twisted. There's
Rizz
only one Rizz Ross.
That's crazy.
There's only one Rizz Ross.
I might have to make that a caption for one of my.
Rizz Ross. Come on.
Yeah, you're gonna have bare pics now, so you gotta get your captions
That's
up.
wild. But I'm not taking any pics unless I'm wearing a mirror Scumbag.
Talk to them.
Come
Talk to them.
on,
I got the
man.
hat over. I brought a hat for each of y'all. I got a hat for you too.
Jeez.
I got one in the wind. Don't worry. For sure.
Jeez.
For sure.
Appreciate
For
you,
sure.
brother.
For sure.
Pull it out.
Jeez.
I'm switching hats right now.
Say no
Let's get
more.
it.
I'm gonna get that right
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sick. I want to start tapping in with more like local brands, you know, and like because there's so I hear about like once again I think I probably mentioned it before, but I watch all these like LA podcasts and stuff, and there's so many brands down
For
there,
sure,
that-
yeah.
and they're all just talking about it and wearing each other's shit. So
Yeah.
it's like,
And it looks fly. It's like,
Yeah.
As long as it looks
dope,
fly,
man.
yeah, bro. So,
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's the thing that I was telling my brother is like when I started doing like everything in this business.
Your brother does the shoes.
Your brother did the shoes. Like
sick.
I've been a big thrifter forever, so like I always have stuff that like people never seen before,
Sure.
don't have whatever, and people always think you need to have like designer shit to like be fly. I've been in rooms with like celebrities, big people, whatever, and
Yeah.
my vintage shit is what
The
they're
flyest.
like.
I feel like a lot of it is like how you wear it and what you wear. Like not everything's for everyone.
For
So
sure.
it's like, and I definitely had to learn that when I was like, growing up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look back at some certain fits, I'm like, geez. And I'm like, that wasn't
Yeah.
for me, Chris,
It's about putting it together. Like, just like you said, people think, yo, I need a Miri blank white
Mhm.
tee, or
Yeah.
I need the fucking ball mains or whatever it is. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, fam, like you can go get some regular jeans,
What?
50, 60 bucks, go get a
You-
Hanes white tee
I'm
from
about to
Walmart.
say literally like
Yeah.
If you could put shit together, that's all that matters.
because you know what I always use this bar like when people who are much older than me, like 40s, 50s, 60s, when they say I dress nice, that's the biggest compliment to me because they're not basing it off of what's in
They're not
style.
copying it,
Yeah.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't need to know that this is Gucci to know that it's
Yeah.
nice. They
Yeah.
don't have any idea what brand it is. They're just like nice fit
They,
put together.
how you put it together, they say, yo, it looks good. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And
For
it's
sure.
like I feel like people don't dress with that in mind. Their
Sure.
mindset is like
Yeah.
everyone has to know what this belt is.
yeah, I need to go to Yorkville or I got to hit Holtz. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, but people underestimate how clean of a look. Yo, just a plain black tee, plain white tee, like a fresh tee, like that. You could be good off just off
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Good pair of pants, good
Yo,
shoes. You wear
nice
hat,
shoe-
wear hat.
Come
Yo,
on.
we-
Yo, it's
me-
clean all
on.
day.
Ralph knows Amari. We call the white tee the winner. Like we're like if you go to a party, whoever's wearing the white tee won the outfit contest.
Yeah.
If they're if it's a fly
if
fit,
it's put together,
yeah,
yeah.
if it's a
yeah,
fly
it's
fit,
the
they won the
other
white
stuff you
tee. It's
put
like
together.
they dress as good as everybody else. just wear the white tee.
Good.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey, yo, it's
in
a-
that same breath, my fault. Go,
Go,
ahead.
go, go, go,
No.
go. Yo,
I was
go,
gonna say in
go.
that same breath,
Mm.
there's also the niggas who's gonna come wrinkled up white.
Exactly.
The
Dirty kids.
the white gal forces. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
The
gonna use
clip
that.
joints.
Nah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
White
saying?
guy. Yup.
Pull up the hat.
And it's
like-
crazy because I think they're fly too. That's the crazy
Yeah,
part.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Damn, we back.
we back, baby.
But we looking a little different. We got the Scumbag hats
Come
on.
on,
Talk
come
This is
on.
so you call
to
a placement, a product
Oh,
placement.
yeah.
product placement.
Come
Appreciate you,
on.
bro. Thank
on.
you.
Come on.
For sure.
Adriel says something interesting, and he wants to set a precedent for all guests going forward. Adriel, tell him.
Gifts. GIFTS. GIFTS.
Yo, you caught that?
Oh, we got it.
Damn, that was horrible. But yeah, gifts. Bring gifts to the podcast. I feel like that's a way to make yourself memorable, make yourself known.
Yeah.
And how are we gonna know about your product, what you do, if we can't, touch it tangibly?
Facts.
Very important. So this precedent is being set. I feel like as well, these are the gifts that are not like random. Like I think you got a tie,
Got a
last
tie.
episode.
Last episode, and it was something that I would actually wear continuously, right? And like you guys know me, I'm a big hat guy.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as 47 came on the pod
Yeah.
and he was wearing the hat, I'm like, I gotta get me one of those.
Oh yeah.
So then I think that same day I DM'd you.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you showed a lot of love. But this guy's busy. He's like traveling. He went to where'd you go? Ethiopia?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's, you know what I mean? Mr. International here.
Yeah.
It was my first time like 10 years.
Oh,
low-key,
for
from
real?
going there.
That's
Yeah.
big. That's big.
Yeah,
That's
dope.
big. That's
Yeah,
big.
for sure.
Definitely got to touch the motherland for sure. I haven't been to Liberia, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. I got reminiscent. When I saw that, I'm like, yo, I really gotta tap in with this dude and it's only been love since we've been messaging. So, and we've been trying to set this episode up for a while.
At least like 2 months type shit. Yeah.
So glad that you actually got a chance to, pull up and talk your shit. We're not done the pod, but I just want to show you some love.
I appreciate that for
sure.
It's crazy because I actually seen 47 that day when he was coming to shoot. And he was like, yo, fam, you have a fresh hat with you. I'm going to go wear it on the pod. I said, yo, for sure. That's love.
Hey. Oh, that's what's up.
Shout out to my nigga 47.
Yo, 47 getting a lot of shout outs this episode,
big shout out 47.
There you go.
Come on.
This is probably the last thing we're going to talk about before we get to our non-rap suggestions.
Yeah.
And this is very important because this next few weeks, by the time this pod comes out, all this could have changed. Well, the Toronto Raptors,
Jesus,
currently fighting for their lives at the bottom of the Eastern Conference.
Rough.
And I looked at it the other day, and when I realized that the only teams below us are the Pistons and the Magic.
The real shit was.
When I realized that, I said, why are we buddy up close?
Yeah.
Next to the Magic in the standings.
If you look at our roster, like the composition of our roster, the talent that we have, we shouldn't be 12. We're not a top level team, but we should not be 12.
Not even.
Should not.
So I got a question for you. You seen this Victor kid?
Wemby? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you seen Wemby.
I've been following him for a minute, low key.
Right now, we have the 6th best odds to get Wemby, depending on, say, the standing stop.
Yeah, the number one or something.
What do you do if you're Masai? Do you tank or do you try to get in the play-in with this current roster?
Like, it's tricky, you know what I'm saying? Because we have Fred, who's probably not going to take his player option. You got Gary Trent not taking his player option. That's two guys pretty much free agents coming this summer.
Yeah.
Personally, I would try and like just improve the team. Like, for example, I'm just throwing hypotheticals out there.
Like a trade at the trade deadline.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a.
So you want to try to win?
Yeah, or build a winning team from now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think we need to rebuild. I think we need to retool. You feel me?
Yeah, we do have some talented pieces. Yeah.
Like, if we're able to get Fred, Gary Trent, maybe a couple picks for like, I don't know. I'm hearing Zach LaVine not happy in Chicago. You got Bradley Beal wasting away in Washington. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to go for a star?
Yeah.
So you pretty much want to do what we did for Kawhi. Not a Kawhi level player, but someone that's disgruntled.
Exactly. Like
upset at the situation. Okay.
Because I think if we have a start to like either like a LaVine or a Beal,
it could with shore up a lot of problems,
with Scotty Barnes, because we don't have no scorers like that.
With OG, yeah.
With OG, you know what I'm saying?
Someone that can space the floor.
And just get busy. You know, who can pass the ball the ones and twos.
Yeah.
I think we should tank. I think there's a few guys in this draft. There's Scoot number 2.
Yeah. The
Twins. What's that dude's name? There's that one dude in college who's a guard, but we don't need, I think, a certain position right now. I feel like
we need a center.
We definitely need a center.
No, but the centers that are out there to get is like
the options.
If we're being like realistic, you're right.
You know, it's like either we can get like I don't want us to be in the Nurkic situation, you know, either get a center that we could really, really rock with, you know, the long way, or just add talent.
Because I don't I don't mind Koloko as a backup.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to end up being a really talented center in the league. Maybe not a starter level, but he'll definitely be like someone that if somebody gets injured, he can
a little spark.
Yeah, give you 9 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, etc., etc. But I do agree with you. You want to try to swing and try to get a generational talent at this point. And how many drafts are going to offer you like 2 potential generational talents?
And I think too, like
at the least,
that's really the only way that teams get those players. Like there are the exceptions, like a Siakam, who's I think the 27th pick, 23rd pick,
something like that.
Kawhi, Giannis, like there are those Jokic, exceptions of players who become like all-star players. But most of those guys, the Tatums, the Lukas, the KDs are at the top of the draft. You know? And so it's like...
And Masai has a good track record with his drafting.
You know what I'm saying?
With his drafting, yeah. But I'll say Masai, I don't want to doubt Masai because I don't want to put that type of energy into the thing. But like...
Please do not.
Like the way, like we just lost Otto Porter for the whole season. That was our whole mid-level exception.
That's true.
He played 8 games?
8 games.
And we traded a first-round pick for Thaddeus Young last year.
So it's like, there's a couple of things I was looking at kind of questionably.
Yeah.
But I think, it's going to get real spicy by the deadline. Because they're going to come to a decision.
I think Gary Trent's gone.
For sure.
You think he's gone?
I think they're going to pull the Norman Powell and just, flip that for
somebody else?
Yeah.
There's going to be a team's going to
You don't think they make a decision between Trent and VanVleet?
I said both of them.
Now, because
both of them, eh?
for sure.
you saw the news that came out about Van Vliet declining the
player
114.
option. Yeah.
They offered
which is
him,
crazy.
which is crazy. And I understand
He's not getting that anymore.
But here's the thing, I understand.
Anywhere.
I understand what he's thinking because at the time that was happening, Tyler Hero was getting signed, Jordan Poole was getting signed.
Yeah.
So he's looking at it like, I'm an all-star. I have a chip. These guys don't even start on all their teams. You know. So I understand how he's thinking of it, but like you said, I don't think he's gonna actually get that money.
I don't think so.
When summertime comes,
Because he's not better than Tyler Hero. I'm gonna come clean.
I can't get with you on that one. I can't get with
you
you
just
on
gave me
that
this
one.
hat, bro. I'm just. I'm
I don't think this is
not even gonna argue, bro.
Whatever you want,
If you're signing
Who do you
4-year
like?
deals, like Tyler Hero's younger than him too. He got
Fair
more
enough.
potential. I'm gonna give
Van
you
Vliet's
4,
what,
130.
29?
Yeah, I guess give him potential to Tyler.
Yeah,
Potential,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Averaging 20 a game type.
But I don't know what they're gonna get for Van Vliet. I don't think they're gonna get the proper value.
So-
right now they're not.
If you feel like we're not gonna re-sign those two guys in Fred and
Gary Trent,
are we gonna make a trade for them?
That's what I think we should do.
I think Gary will be traded. Like I think that will happen.
Mm.
Van Vliet, I don't know because obviously fan favorite. You know what the value we're gonna get for him.
You know what? I can see that because Trent, all of a sudden, he's been getting a lot of minutes
What for sure?
and he's been getting a lot of shots up.
Fam, you see what who was it? Was it Masai or Nurse said about Gary Trent maybe like a month or something ago? He was like, yo, like he's not, or I think at the time he was going through a big slump or whatever. He wasn't hitting shots. He wasn't
I think it was Nurse. Yeah.
He said, yo, if he's not playing defense and hitting shots, he don't fit on our roster. He's saying this to the public.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, because I
Somebody will pay Trent too.
For
Someone
sure.
will pay
He's
Trent,
young
and
too.
Yeah.
and I think too, like we have love Scotty Barnes. He's turning to Ben Simmons a little bit.
A little bit.
But
I don't want to give him that yet. He's 21.
No, I hear you. But go ahead.
no, but it's not. He's not going up. He's more getting a little stagnant.
Exactly.
But I'll say this is like these guards at the top of the draft, like the twins who are athletic, Scoot, who's like a John Morant type of point guard,
Sure.
Victor. It's like we haven't even had those kind of stars on our team. Like no offense to Pascal or Fred, but like even the type of players these guys are as stars, they may be better than other players.
We get those grit and grind. Those guys have to work their way to the top.
But their playing style is like it's like this. Pascal might be just as good as Jaylen Brown, but I would love a Jaylen Brown style of play on our team.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
So I feel like
I hear you.
that's part of the draft as well. It's like let's draft those kind of guys and let's move in that direction.
We should have pulled the trigger on the KD trade, to be honest.
In hindsight, for sure.
In hindsight, yeah.
I'm a
Hindsight
the way
is
Scotty Barnes
2020.
play, yeah.
I'm gonna come
The
clean.
thing is, Scotty's not playing too bad. He's still
He's not-
averaging
he's not.
what, 15, 8,
He's not.
4.
I was at the
but
Bucks
you-
game where he wasn't looking at the rim.
I'm weak.
I mean, even last
You know
game,
what
I
I'm
think he had
talking
6
about.
points. Last
Yeah.
game, he had like 6 points, 7 rebounds. Like we need more.
Yeah,
For sure.
So maybe him and Siakam don't really mesh
sure.
in terms of their game.
But like his point, it's like, it's not like he's playing bad, but it's like, yo, fam, you came out the gate last year, rookie of the year, killing.
Yeah, he's
They
going
didn't
crazy.
want to trade you for Kevin Durant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like you didn't even improve. You lightweight might be worse than you were last year.
Yo, he's not looking at the rim, bro.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
in the Milwaukee game, he literally got the ball at the top. Brook Lopez is sitting in the front row.
Brook Lopez.
And Scotty Barnes is afraid to shoot. And then at the end of the game, starts getting aggressive. I don't even know the Corey Joseph on this team. We had the Corey Joseph experience. You know Corey Joseph, as soon as the game is done,
Okay.
it's 3 minutes left, we're down 20,
Yeah.
he'll turn out on Iverson. We don't need any more of that. We need the players who are from the jump gonna try, shoot, attack.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you know the minds that's like they don't want to shoot at all until the game is pointless.
Yeah.
And you're like, we don't need more of that. We need the guys who it's like, okay, whoever's guarding me is gonna get this work.
You know what's funny? We have enough connections on this podcast that I'm pretty sure we could get Corey Joseph here. And then somebody's going to do a backtrack and be like, yo, these niggas was talking mad shit.
Timestamp. Boom.
And the Reddit's gonna look at the stats on the freaking whatever the stats and info, fourth quarter scoring.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, yeah, okay.
He's right.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not lying.
He had a little point there. Well, Toronto, we have some question marks right now with the roster for sure.
It's a sticky odds. If we can get one of those all-star type guards, I'll say 100%. If not, I think we should just tank the shit.
I think we can get something good for a combination of Fred and
Trent and maybe
on
a 1-2
expiring
pick.
contracts.
Yeah.
Put them together and get
For
someone.
sure.
I feel like we could.
I would be with that. Even if we don't even make the playoffs this year still, but we just had that player on
For
our
sure.
team.
100%.
Yeah, I would be with that 100%.
All right. So there's some options out there for Toronto. Yo, at the end of the day, Masai has options. There's a lot of franchises that you guys will see that have absolutely no
Zero,
options.
for sure.
They're 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and have no options for the next 2-3 years because they either swung big and gave up all their draft picks or have contracts with niggas that they don't want on their roster right now and can't trade. So we're not in a terrible position. We still have guys like OG, guys like Siakam that can still produce. Scotty, we said what we said about Scotty, but at the end of the day, he's a 21-year-old you. Give him 15 and 8. He's young. He'll figure something out eventually, hopefully. And worst case scenario, he got Rookie of the Year. He has some trade value.
At least we're not Chicago. That's what I always
Chicago's
think.
They're fucked up.
Because Chicago can only go in one direction. They can only choose to blow it up. They don't have much left
to alter. You're right.
To get better. So you're right. At least we're not in that position.
I don't know. Like, actually, no, you're right. You fucked
well, how are they going to get better?
Because I'm thinking, yo, like, if you're the Bulls, not even the Raptors, if you're the Bulls, your team is all fucked up. You got niggas beefing, all of that.
Yeah.
I think DeMar showed up, like, this is DeMar's team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it comes down to the clutch and all of that.
Yeah.
If you're the Bulls and they say, yo, the Raptors call you up, they say, yo, we want Zach, we'll give you Fred VanVleet. They don't have no point guards over there.
Fred and Gary for Zach would help the Bulls a lot.
I think that's a good trade.
And maybe like a pick or something, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's a good trade.
That helps them a lot.
I think that's a good trade.
Low key.
Fred from the area.
I actually like that trade.
Rockford, you know what I'm saying? Hometown.
Throwing Caruso in there.
Yeah, Caruso or Ayo DeSumo, whatever.
No, they're not getting rid of Ayo.
They're not rid of Or we'll take Lonzo. Lonzo probably not going to play again. But actually, you know what? No. Let me not put that energy out there.
That's not a bad trade, though.
I like that.
I like that. Before we get to non-rap suggestions, so Chris, get your song ready. I want to make one alteration to this segment. No R&B songs.
No R&B songs.
Yeah, in the non-rap suggestion.
Okay, I got one.
Let's take for this one. If you have one ready, you have one ready.
Oh.
But let's take it further than that and have no R&B songs for all of 2023 for the non-rap suggestion of the week. But I feel like R&B is pretty close. You know, you're getting a cousin of rap.
I hear you.
You know, so
okay.
Let's see if we can.
I like that. I like being challenged.
He said, let me find some right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check my EDM folder.
Yeah.
Rob's about to put some gospel.
A little Kirk Franklin.
I'll start because I have Canadian artists.
Nice.
2 Canadian artists actually for my non-rap suggestion of the week. Charlotte Day Wilson and Bad Bad Not Good. Bad Bad Not Good, a band coming out of Ryerson. Big shout out to them.
Yo, I went to a Bad Bad Not Good concert 2 years ago.
Proper, no?
One of the best concerts I actually ever been to.
Yeah, no, they're legit. They're legit. They've done songs with a bunch of people.
Sure.
Daniel Caesar, Mick Jenkins. So, you know, if somehow you don't know about Bad Bad Not Good, just, you know, light your blunt, put that whole thing on. Yeah, right.
All right, I fuck with that. So I'm gonna go with a song off of one of my favorite movies of all time from my favorite director, Kill Bill. There's a song called Bang 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 Bang. It's by Soho Dolls. So Adriel wanted to test me and made me go outside.
He wanted to test me. So you still went Kill Bill. I see you.
I went Kill Bill, but you know, I switched it up because I like Kill Bill has a lot of songs that on that playlist for that album, for that movie, that are sampled in a lot of R&B songs, a lot of rap songs and shit like that. So I like I'm a sample guy. Like I like going back on samples and then listening to the originals. Yeah. So yeah, that one hit my algorithm.
I know SZA. Oh, not SZA. Hear me? RZA.
Yeah.
He made the score for that movie.
Yeah,
Kill Bill, no? Did he do
the
there's a soundtrack too or no?
There's not an official soundtrack, but there's there's a few songs that were like kind of played around with.
From it, gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely.
Now that's a good one. And I think that movie put a lot of people on to hip hop. A lot of people, that's their first time really experiencing, indulging in hip hop. We got to bring back soundtracks like that because soundtracks was like intro some artists, like
That's why I rate Tarantino, man. He'll put a couple like urban flavors on his
facts
in his movies, which is sick. Like the Django Unchained soundtrack is hard as fuck.
That soundtrack is hard.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna come clean. I still haven't seen Django.
You haven't seen Django? I haven't seen Avatar, so we good.
Nah,
like the first one or second one?
Both.
Django's worse.
I haven't seen the second one.
Django's worse than not seeing Avatar.
Not seeing Django as a black man.
Yeah. And Django's a good movie too.
And I called you the N-word with the hard R.
That's crazy.
Preparing him for Django.
Wow, Chris. Speaking of N-words with the hard R, what do you got next?
I don't really like that segue.
That was a terrible segue. I'm not the segue king anymore.
I don't really like that segue. I'm gonna be honest.
So let's do that again.
Oh my God.
Chris is my guy, yo. I got love for him.
Oh yeah, you want my song?
Non-rap suggestion.
Non-rap. I'm gonna go with a throwback. "Summer Breeze" by Seals and Crofts. I've been bumping it all week.
Okay.
You know, it came on New Year's. I was at like such a small little get together, and it came on. I was like, oh, I haven't heard this in a minute. Yeah, I've been listening to it all week.
I'll definitely throw that on.
You've probably heard it before.
Yeah.
Famous riffs. Like it's probably been sampled too.
A million times.
Yeah.
That's a banger. That's a banger.
Just for the listeners to know, so usually, because I'm not really a driving guy, right? Well, I'm not a driving guy, period. Not usually. Chris, if he has nothing to do, he'll drop me off at home. Usually. So I hope to hear that song in the car one of these days. We're having one of our little road trips.
I think we got to make a Mayor's Office playlist.
Yeah.
Let's
something we talked about, but we
yeah.
definitely got to do it for sure.
Yeah, with these non-rap suggestions. It's going to be a wild playlist because I feel like we're all like, because everyone's in their own vibe during the week. So it's like you come in with whatever you're on. But I feel like it'd be interesting. A lot of education in that playlist.
Yo, and I'm not gonna lie, like I always like random music, like I just such different songs too. So it's like especially that now that you're going like no R&B and no rap, it's like, I'm like, yeah, what's the weirdest, like not the weirdest, but just like the randomest thing that I'm really into that'll like surprise someone almost.
Yeah.
Or it's like, sometimes it's just like, I've just been banged. Like this one is not really like a unheard of song.
I've been listening to a lot of lo-fi hip hop, like when I'm working.
Oh, lo-fi?
Yeah, lo-fi.
Yeah.
So that was like Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So it's lo-fi.
Yeah, lo-fi.
All right, cool. Yeah, I listen to it because I don't want to focus on the lyrics.
Yeah.
Smart, yeah.
So
a lot of sounds.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just like calming sounds in the background, but it's still kind of hip hop flavor.
No, lo-fi is
For
good.
Yeah, lo-fi is a
Sometimes
vibe.
you got to stop yourself from freestyling though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, a couple bars come up. Yo, you know what else is good? I like to do the same thing too, but sometimes I'm really into like Cuban jazz and shit. So like I don't know what they're saying, dude. I'll play some Cuban
That's a
jazz
good one.
bangers for you.
I've done that with French jazz. That's a good one. Yeah.
Dude, I like it because I don't know what they're saying. It just sounds sick and like yeah.
You guys are Cuban jazz, French.
Bro.
The only French I listen to is
Buddy.
Coke Boy 6.
Come on.
dog.
They said Max B coming April, eh?
Hey, he's coming home?
April.
Yeah.
Or that's what French said. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, but you've been hearing that every year. That's like,
Hopefully.
bring back the wave.
So it's good to listen to.
That was a bar.
Is there a song you're listening to right now? It doesn't have to be non-rap or whatever.
A song.
Like something that's on the rotation right now.
I mean, I'm still listening to SZA album OD. I'm gonna take a look.
Yeah, SZA's album still.
Other than like the shit we've been cooking up. What Absol album is pretty good.
Hey,
Fuck
see,
Absol,
I knew I fuck with this guy.
Yeah.
There was something about this nigga
Come
that I
on.
liked, yo. Now I know what it is, bro.
So low.
Our Herbert fan. Let's get it.
Facts.
Let's get
That's
it.
the right answer still.
I'm not gonna lie, I know Wizkid album came out in April, but I just took it in maybe like 2 weeks ago.
Whiskey album is tough.
Yo, you got a decent palette. That's
Fine.
good. You got a good music
Yeah,
palette.
I'm gonna
I
save
fuck
the
with
real eclectic shit for out the camera because niggas gonna think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Nah,
that's what we need here, man.
Yeah, that's what the segment's for. That's literally the whole point of the segment.
You know what I'm saying? What we got here?
Songs that don't even have a genre to you.
Your friend suggested something to me while you think about yours.
Go ahead.
No Sav Dive or Drive or something like that.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it was something crazy?
It was different. I like listening to it, but part of me was like, I like listening to it because I need her to know that I like listening to it. But there was a couple good tracks in there still. I don't think she's getting this deep on the podcast. So
She's not making it this far?
She's
not
not
going
making it
into
this far.
minute 147.
Yeah.
Now, the best thing to do is when a shorty sends you a track and you're just like, this song actually sucks. Like,
I'm too nice for that.
yeah.
I'm too nice for that. I'm like, yeah, you know what?
Nah,
I really like the cadence on
You find something to like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
No, let's say they send 4 tracks and only like 1.
Mm.
I'm like, other ones just weren't
She
for
sent
it.
me like 5 songs, and I'm like, yeah, the third one. That's
I
that's
really
my
like
shit.
that one. Yeah.
Third one made the
Because you don't
playlist.
want to be closed-minded, and she goes,
I don't want to be close-minded.
Ignorant.
All he likes is Pop Smoke. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna marry you one day. So
Pop Smoke and Glorilla.
Yeah.
Glorilla. Yo, you know what's so crazy? Glorilla. This gonna sound. I just heard that song with her and Cardi B.
Oh, you just heard it for the first time.
Like yeah.
You're in the right place.
Like I thought that was what was the
F&F?
Yeah. I always conflated those
I thought
two.
they were the same song.
They're not.
Yeah.
I just found that out like 2 weeks ago. But I heard that shit.
Yeah.
I said, yo, this is fire.
No, we're
World's hard.
Yeah,
No,
Cardi
sorry.
went crazy
No,
on
we're
Cardi
the
went hard
unofficial
still.
Glorilla podcast. Like,
Yeah.
we know.
I fuck with
Yeah.
Glorilla for
Yo,
that song
you're
is
part of the
hard.
podcast, man.
Come
That's good,
on.
man.
Yeah.
You're officially
Hey,
a family
yeah.
member of the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah, when we have some guest hosts.
Yeah. You're officially a family
I'm
member
here
of the
whenever,
pod. I
man.
like your music palette, dog. You
I'm
came
here
with
whenever.
the gifts. You're just hitting all the marks right now, man.
Facts.
That's what I'm here for,
All
bro.
right, I got a few albums, artists. I just want to share because it's top of the year, and we'll see how we feel about these. Chase Shakur, you guys know who that is?
No.
Yo, I seen that name.
Yeah, he's an R&B artist. I know about him because a lot of people in the UK are rocking with him heavy, singing his albums and no skips. Kind of like a Brent Faiyaz vibe.
Yeah.
So he's someone who everyone's really rocking with. This next artist, RM, yo, this is not, it's like half English, half Japanese, but they have like everyone on their album. It's like Erykah Badu,
Damn,
Anderson
going out there.
Paak.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I listened to them and I was just like, I didn't even know this existed, but someone in the comments was like, yo,
Just the letters RM?
RM.
Okay.
And then Rosalia, you guys know Rosalia.
Yeah, no, Rosalia.
Yeah, Rosalia always puts out heaters, but we're talking about the foreign music. Like, that's something that you could do too, like, because you don't want to listen to lyrics. It's like, if you have no clue what they're saying, you might as well just be, humming.
Yeah, shout out Bad Bunny. I have no idea what that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
But that shit's hard. Yeah, for sure.
Nigga, I was in Mexico on a catamaran. Big money.
That's different.
And niggas are playing Bad Bunny and I'm like, this is a vibe,
On
man.
everything.
Sauce.
On everything.
You're wearing a
Yeah.
jersey, a lie?
Huh?
You're wearing a jersey, a lie?
No, not on the catamaran.
Not on the catamaran. Come on.
Wow.
No, but the jersey is a vacation fit.
For
man.
sure.
Yeah, it's the
The jersey
vacation.
and the shorts?
Jersey
Yeah,
shorts.
what? Come on. For sure.
Girls
for
out here
sure.
planning out their whole outfit on vacation. I just need a
Nah.
couple jerseys.
Couple
bro.
white tees.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good.
A 1-2 button up with a couple buttons over
What?
it.
Come on, 2 pairs of jeans and
Yo,
I'm in there.
if you can't do a week with a fucking carry on, I don't need it.
Yeah, there you go.
Facts.
Nah, we easy to
Facts.
pack. All right, bro. So I appreciate you pulling up to the
I
podcast.
appreciate y'all for having me.
I appreciate niggas that take the time out to say, you know what? Let me come through in this space within these 4 walls and speak what I need to speak, promote what I need to promote. And for everybody still listening, can you talk to them? Tell them what's upcoming. Tell them what they got to look out for.
Okay. First things first, official Scumbag hat drop. As I said, hopefully next month. Couple different colors. We'll get that going. Music coming soon. Hopefully we're still trying to drop the project. Hopefully second quarter. I'm hoping.
Okay.
What else? Oh, my brother Stretch album coming soon. I'm on that. My brother Malik project coming soon. I'm on that. What else? I mean, yeah, we're grinding, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Might pop back up over here just one time. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Yo,
Like,
when the music drops, dog, you make that pull
Yeah.
up, bro.
I'm here.
When
I'm
the
lucky
line's
fuck.
officially out, you feel me? I
Yeah.
told these people out there I'm trying to get fresh
Come
this
on,
summer.
come on.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we got the hat soon. We got like this is a sample t-shirt I'm wearing. But probably t-shirts probably come in springtime. Like when it gets a little warmer and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to drop hoodies before like the winter ends and before the spring comes, hopefully by like March.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's been real difficult in terms of like manufacturers and shit like that. Trying to find like heavy cotton and stuff like that, not that flimsy killed in type shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Not to diss on anybody doing that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But,
you could diss.
Shout out
yeah,
to
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gildan, but like I'm just trying to get that quality up there. So hopefully, hats coming soon, hoodies coming soon, music coming soon. Website about to be up and booming, and we're about to take over the world. You know what I'm saying?
And if you want to see a Scumbag hat, watch the Mayor's Office podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
wearing
be rocking
Oh,
this every
yeah.
other episode. You feel me?
Tune in every week. What the fuck are you talking about?
Talk.
Every episode.
What's your line? I'm only wearing a Miriam Scumbag.
Yo,
Talk to them.
going forward, I'm only wearing Scumbag.
Talk to them. Fuck
Come on, dog. This spring, baby. Let's get it.
What did Drake say? Baby, I never wore Micah Mary's.
Jeez.
Facts.
Scumbag only.
Come on, man.
Now we're starting off the year right. This is a good way to start the year. I think we're setting the tone right now. I feel like all the guests following you, no pressure, but
Step your shit up.
there's a standard.
You know what I mean?
There's a standard. It's that simple.
I
All
like
of
that
that.
shit.
This
Tell
is
them
the
again.
simple.
Tell
Step
them
your shit up. You know what I'm saying? They already said it. Gifts. We need some good suggestions. You know what I'm saying? Good energy. All of that.
Yeah, now
Really,
really
talk to
love it.
him.
We love it.
If you don't got it, stay home. Real talk.
Tell these niggas again, bro. Get the. Don't come to the mayor's office if you're not ready,
Don't do
bro.
it. Don't do
Don't
it.
come.
Don't
I
do
ain't,
it.
nigga. I had work today and I still made it here.
Don't do it.
You know what shit Adriel does? You know how many projects he does? Don't come here and waste our time. You know how much I gotta pay Chris to be in this bitch?
Talk to them.
Come on, man.
That's the
I'm
clip.
going in debt
Talk to them.
just to be here. Don't waste my fucking time, bro.
That's the clip. That's
on,
the clip
man.
right
Going
there.
in debt.
Hey,
Come on, man.
shout out here for an influencer.
That's it for it. Yo, Chris has some one-liners today. I promise you. I promise you.
Oh,
Some
man.
great one-liners. We had Ralph with some amazing segues.
Yes, sir.
Incredible.
6-figure nigga.
Yo.
If you've made it all the way to the end of the podcast, you know what to do. Leave a rating and a review. 5 stars, not a single star less. Please follow us on all your
Nothing
podcast
less.
platforms. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and of course, YouTube.
Mhm.
We're not looking all of this fly for no reason. Get on YouTube, subscribe, watch the videos, and of course, find us on TikTok, on Instagram. And of course, until next time, cancel canceling, bring back bullying, know yourself,
Facts.
know
Bring
your
back
worth.
bullying.
Scumbag.
Bring back shame too. We gotta start shaming. Yeah, 47 said that too. Bring back shame. We gotta start shaming niggas.
Yo,
A lot of niggas moving crazy out here.
The fact.
No home training.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, and anywhere else you can play podcasts.